Hi Dan, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'd like to know how was to join the world of Predator and how return in this new movie.
So joining the world of Predator was really exciting as I grew up loving the franchise and the character. But to be honest, the thing that even fueled my first entry wasn't me thinking about, I'd like to make a Predator movie. How would I do that? I was really trying to think of what would be an original, exciting film that we hadn't seen that often. And I was trying to come up with a movie where the story could be told primarily through action. And from there, thought about a survival tale like Gravity or The Revenant. And then was trying to think of a unique protagonist for that movie and thought of a Comanche warrior trying to prove themselves. And then thought about how infrequent we see science fiction and visual effects in historical tales. And all of that came together to come up with, a Predator movie set in the 1700s with the Comanche trying to prove themselves, and the Predator comes looking for the most worthy and doesn't see it in our hero. And so the same thing has happened time and time again as I'm thinking of these new tales in the franchise. Is really, what's a movie that hasn't been made? What's a kind of story that I'd like to see that I haven't seen yet? And also, who's a more unlikely protagonist for the movie? So as much as it is a dream to be making a movie with a character that I grew up loving, I'm actually being more driven by making bold and original stories.
You mentioned visuals. I like to know in a production with so many effects and visual is more complicated for a director to carry out the filmmaking process.
Yes, it is way more complicated. Every single shot, not every single shot, there might be 10 to 15 shots in the movie that are not visual effects. Because, of course, our main character has a visual effects component, but even his buddy in the movie is a visual effects component. So even like in a Star Wars or whatever, there's usually visual effects scenes, but then there's a scene that's just them, the two humans on the cockpit, or just the two humans in the cantina, or whatever it is, that gets to be a more a normal and cost-effective sequence. For us, even the walk and talks in the movie, even the quiet conversations were still big visual effects sequences. So very challenging, not only craft-wise to accomplish, but also to read the movie as it's finishing and understand how it's really going to feel in the end. You kind of constantly have to use your imagination. If you're making a non-VFX movie or something with less, early in the process, you get a sense of what the movie really is shaping into. And for us, we were never able to just relax and look at the footage. We always had to have active imaginations as we were editing the movie the entire way.
We are already in time, but I'd like to know what was the work with Al and Dimitrios.
An absolute delight. Both of them really fun to hang out with while making a movie, and incredibly determined to pull off something this bold, and had to endure crazy physical challenges, from action scene to just the crazy harnesses that, for both actors, and embraced improvisation, and Elle especially there, and was really a lovely experience.
Thank you, Dan, for your time.
Thank you.